feel like I'm standing really close, but I'm gonna check it and like fix that accordingly. But anyways, hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm really sorry that there was kind of a lull between videos. I was just really busy with school and just didn't really have the time to film. And then I had to modify what I was going to film because I had a plan for March, and then the coronavirus kind of just like swept through everything, and like it kind of blew my plan out of the water because I wanted to do book hauls and different bookstores and stuff like that, and that just it's not gonna happen. So I've had to kind of revamp what I'm doing for March, but that's just a really long-winded way of saying that this video is going to be a book recommendation that was originally supposed to be for spring break if you're traveling. Obviously, I think majority of us probably aren't going to be traveling, so it's going to be a self-isolation book recommendation. So yeah, if you're interested in seeing that, keep on watching. When I tell you that I've literally refilmed this video 4 times, I am not kidding. This is the 4th time we are trying to do this video, but we're gonna get it this time. So as I start every single video, if you hear my Great Dane crying, she's not hurt, dying, or in distress or anything like that. Well, she might be in distress. It's because she's upstairs, I'm downstairs. She's not allowed downstairs while I'm filming, but she's fine. She's just dramatic. She will live. So today's video, as I stated in the intro, was supposed to be a spring break recommendations video for like if you're traveling and stuff during spring break. Given the current state of affairs right now, I figured most people will be in self-isolation and just not really leaving their house unless it's absolutely necessary. So I kind of tweaked it a little bit to be more of a self-isolation book recommendation, if you will. All these books on this list are contemporary. They're pretty lighthearted for the most part and really quick, easy reads if that's just kind of, you're looking for something to pass the time and you don't really want to commit yourself to a ginormous fantasy or something that's like super political or anything like that. These are just really nice, light, fun books to kind of help you get through your time or the time that's happening right now. And I like these types of books because you can kind of devour a bunch of them in a short period of time, and it's just really nice and just get your mind off of things. So yeah, that being said, let's jump into this. The first book that I have is Pride by Ibby Zobi, and it's a Pride and Prejudice retelling. This was one of my favorite books from last year. And it's amazing. I love this book. Mind you, I've never read the original Pride and Prejudice, so I can't actually compare the two. This one takes place in Brooklyn, and it's about our main character. I can't remember her name. Zuri. It's about our main character, Zuri, who has a lot of pride and just love for her small town in Brooklyn. Like, she really loves where she lives, even though it's not below the poverty line, but it's like right there. It's really on the lower end. And a really wealthy family moves in across the street, and you get this kind of fun back and forth between Zuri and the wealthy boy that moves in across the street. And it's really fun to kind of watch their relationship progress and the things that they have to navigate. And she's also trying to figure out what she wants to do after she graduates high school, where she wants to go. Does she want to go to university? Does she want to kind of like stick close to home and stuff like that? So it's pretty much just navigating Zuri as she goes through her last year of high school. She's about to graduate, and the back and forth with this boy next door. It's really funny. It's beautifully written. It's very witty. Like, I absolutely love Zuri. She's an amazing character. She's not perfect by any means, and I absolutely adore that because she's human, which is nice. And the diversity in this book is amazing. The main characters are all POCs, which is great. Obviously, that's not like the be-all end-all to any book, but I mean, it's just a nice additive. So definitely would recommend this for your self-isolation book reading. The next book that I have on here, again, I'm really sorry, it's almost midnight. I was gonna try and like pre-film a bunch of videos right now. It's not gonna happen. Yeah, so anyways, the next book that I have on here is The Poet X, written by Elizabeth Acevedo. This was also on one of my favorites from last year. If you can, this would be a really nice book to listen to on audiobook. So if you're taking this time to maybe do some spring cleaning around the house and you want something to listen to, this book would be great to listen to an audiobook. It's one that you can listen to in one sitting. I believe it's 4 or 5 hours. I want to say it's closer to 4 hours. So it's really short. It's really easy to get to. It follows our main character, Xiomara. Oh, I'm pretty sure I butchered that name and I'm very sorry. But yeah, It follows our main character, Xiomara, as she is navigating her estranged relationship with her mom. They don't really see eye to eye on pretty much anything, but it's one of those things where the parents are very, very strict. The kid is very respectful, but also almost resentful in a way because they can't be themselves around their parent. So you're following that kind of relationship. And I really, really like reading about that because it's not your typical rebellious teen. This is a teen that is following all the rules that she set out, but in her head is thinking like, this isn't right. Like, something's not right here. And you also get to see her come into her own as she realizes her love for poetry and for spoken word poetry, to be more specific. So this book is beautiful. It's also written in verse, and to listen to Elizabeth Acevedo narrate this book is just phenomenal. So I would definitely recommend this book for your reading right now as well. Wow, I'm gonna get through this video, I swear. The next book that I have is one that is a super quick read. I'm pretty sure I read this in one day, and that is Everything Everything by Nicola Yoon. And to top this off, there's a movie for this one, so if you read this one, then you can watch the movie right after and just make it a fun Nicola Yoon type of day. This book is so cute. Mind you, the movie is quite different from the book, but I mean, what movie isn't different from their book? Anyways, but this book is super quick. I think it's because, like, I don't know. I don't know why, but I was able to get through this book really quickly. I read it a couple years ago, so my memory's a bit foggy with it. I just know that I did like it. It follows a girl who has this weird illness where she leaves the house, essentially she'll get sick and die, or so we're told. So, and well, I don't want to say she falls in love, but a new family moves in next door and she develops a crush on the boy next door, and it's kind of them trying to figure out how they can grow their relationship without her having to leave her house. So that's the basis of this book. It's really cute. You also get to kind of read about a different type of mother-daughter relationship, because this is the mom has to navigate being a mom but also her daughter's nurse, so and doctor and stuff like that. So it's just a really nice book, and I would absolutely recommend reading the book and then watching the movie and just making a fun day out of that. So definitely go for that. Another book that you can do that with is The Fault in Our Stars. I'm sure most people have read this book by now. This is one of my all-time favorite books, so even if you have read it, give it a reread because it's just really fun and it's so sweet and it's just a beautiful love story. If you don't know, it's about two cancer patients and their love story, essentially. I'm just gonna leave it there because I'm pretty sure most people know what it's about, and it's a phenomenal book. So I would definitely give this one a read. It's also really quick. Read this, watch the movie, and then you have another day that you just killed out of your self-isolation. So moving forward, we have, oh, this is actually a book that I just read. This is Full Disclosure, and it's by Cameron Garrett. This book was really nice. I took a little bit longer to read this book, not because it wasn't easy to get through, but just because I had other things going on, so it took me a little bit longer to read it. Mind you, again, the diversity in this book is so phenomenal. I absolutely love it. You get a Black main character raised by her gay adoptive parents. Beautiful, like I love it, it's great. And the main character has HIV. She falls in love with a boy at her school. They're trying to navigate their sexual relations, and then on top of that, somebody else at the school finds out that she is HIV positive and is threatening to out her, which is something that she has not told. Like, nobody else in the school knows that she's HIV positive. So that's the gist of this story. It's really nice. It's really nicely written. My one, I guess, qualm with this book, if you will, is that there's a lot of focus on sex in this book for high school characters, and I just don't remember. Maybe I was just a weird high school student, but sex was not on my mind in high school. But for these characters, for some reason, it really is. I don't know, maybe I'm just weird and like that's just what every high school student is thinking about now, or maybe I'm just old. But yeah, that was like my one, like, is this really, like, is that really the main focus of this book? But yeah, it's really good. I think I gave it a 3 out of 5 stars, and that was because I knew how it was gonna end. Like, I was able to figure out how it was gonna end pretty quickly, but it was still a really enjoyable read, and it's quick, so I would give it a go. Fully recommend it. It's really nice. And then my last book, on this recommendation video is I Want to Be Where You Are. This is the penultimate bare definition of a quick and easy read. It follows our main character, whom I cannot remember the name of, who is wanting to audition for a prestigious ballet academy, and in order to do so, she's got to take a road trip with a boy that she can't stand. So it's yeah, that's the gist of this story. Again, beautifully written. Oh, sorry, and it's written by Christina Frost. Beautifully written, diversity blown out of the park. All the main characters, I think every character in here is a POC. It's great. Yeah, and it's really short. It's easy. I don't want to give too much away about it because it's not that deep of a book, so it's kind of nice to just jump in and know the bare minimum of it and just go with that. There's a lot of moments in this book that are so funny. Like, there are moments in this book that literally had me laughing out loud, and that doesn't always happen for a contemporary with me, so that was really enjoyable. But yeah, those are all the books on this recommendation video. I am really sorry if I seem off in this video. Like I said, it is probably after midnight by this point, but yeah, I will try and get a couple of videos going out this week just so, you know, everybody has stuff to do. Making videos keeps my mind off of what's going on, and I know also watching videos on YouTube keeps my mind off of what's going on, so I'm gonna try and make a couple videos throughout this week. I might do a 24-hour readathon or something like that. So yeah, I will see you guys in the next one. Thank you so much for watching, and you know, just stay safe. Wash your hands, use some sanitizer, and you know, try and stay still the best you can. I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.